Welcome to the Huddle podcast. All aboard the Bills train. Your team sucks. Your team sucks. My team is awesome. Would you like to join the train, Aiden?
Congratulations on beating the Saints.
No, that's a Bonnie Blue train. I don't want to hop on that thing.
Alrighty, Carson, would you like to join? Free spot.
It ain't free. They take your soul.
The Bills don't take anything. Welcome to the podcast. It is September 30th at 8:38 at night. And boys, week 4 is over. Let's start off with the Monday night games. Let's go to Miami, where Tyreek Hill might never play another snap of football.
Yeah, it ain't looking good over there.
Yeah. Miami wins 27-21 in one of 2 Monday night stinkers.
The game itself was not good.
I watched this game for as long as I could. The sad thing is like Tyreek was dicing him up
He
too.
He looked like a demon in that uniform.
Yeah.
He had 6 catches in like 15 minutes. It was insane.
Yep. So that was pretty crazy. Braylon Allen also injured, probably out for the season too. Other than that, what's his name? That tight end there, Waller, right?
Darren Waller for Miami.
3 receptions, 27 yards, 2 TDs. Big night for him on his return. That's all I really got on this game. It was stinky.
Yeah, that Tyreek Hill injury.
Gruesome.
Like, where do you go from there?
Home to your kids?
Which one? Which baby mama? No, but
5 days in a week.
Do we ever see Tyreek in a football uniform again? Obviously, he's not going to get traded now.
Yeah, so big. I mean, that sucks for my fourth and foreseeable, but more so sucks for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I think we do see him in a uniform again. I think we never see the same Tyreek Hill. I think this is an OBJ situation where it's like late, not next year, the year after we see Tyreek Hill, and it's like, he's gonna sign, and it's gonna be like Tyreek Hill is back. He signed with these guys, this playoff contention team, and it's like 3 catches for 15 yards, and that's it.
Yeah, my comp would be Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb had one of the most ugly injuries ever as well. Navarro Bowman right to the knee.
Yep.
So ugly. It looked the same, honestly, as Tyreek's leg did.
And he was at the top of his game when it happened too.
Yeah, exactly. And now, he's back. He's fine, but he's not great.
This is the same Tank Dell injury, I believe. Pretty much the same. Except for Tyreek Hill is 31, I think?
Yeah, turning 32.
Yeah. So he'll be at 33, I would imagine, 34 by the time he makes it back onto an NFL field. I don't know how much longer he has on his contract, but I mean, if this wasn't enough to implode the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, brutal. Especially to go out and get the win, which I think Tyreek Hill kind of carried that first half.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's gotta be just a shot to the heart.
Well, the Jets
6 receptions for 67 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their offense stalled after that.
I mean, the game should have been a blowout. They had them on. The Jets' offense couldn't do anything the entire game, and Miami had every opportunity to put that game away. And then fourth quarter comes around, and somehow the Jets did something. Garrett Wilson had a great catch in the end zone at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For nothing.
That Fields magic as well. That running around.
It's over, bro.
Well, I will say
it's because
just on the Tyreek thing, I was just gonna say that. If anything, that is to me definitely the last time we see him in a Miami jersey.
But you think it's for sure over?
He's saying
in a
Dolphins.
Miami jersey, yeah.
Dolphins, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Jake, him being 33, coming back to play for any team, like that's going to be a 1-year contract on a team with playoff hopes that, he's going to be a third guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's sad.
I don't, yeah, and it sucks. He, by the way, underrated how tough that guy is. He was smiling after. I saw a video he posted today. Hopefully his surgery goes well. I know we joke a lot about Tyreek Hill on this podcast, but nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah, life after the Chiefs is not always as glorious. What a freak injury, man. We'll get into some others this week, but that's 2 from this game that I felt were big impacts. It looked like the Jets liked Braylon Allen a lot more than Breece Hall.
For
like,
no
it
reason.
looks like they don't like Breece Hall.
In that first half, he had double the carries of Breece Hall. I think their yards weren't too different. I think he had maybe 10, 15 more yards with 5 extra carries. But they really do seem to be moving away from Breece Hall, who I thought 2 years ago was a good running back.
I think he still is a good running back.
Right?
I just, the Jets are just the Jets.
Yeah. They really are. They really are just the Jets.
Yeah, there's no other way to describe this team. Carson, did you have anything else on this game? Because I think we're ready to move on.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Oh,
here we go.
The 2-2, the Bengals are now 2-2. So are the Broncos. It was a 28-3 slaughter fest for the Broncos.
Hey, you did have that lead though.
It was 3-0.
It's on me. Ball's on me.
You're the Bengals guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can go on a long rant here, dude.
Go for it. Bro.
Go ahead.
I mean, you guys said it last week. I hopped in last week it's the Jameis Winston. After watching that Vikings game, I think we all knew Jake Browning was not going to do shit. The coaches,
well, he was
mainly Zach Taylor.
Not in the way.
Yeah. Zach Taylor was preaching, "Okay, that's not our type of football. Bad week. We'll move on, get better." There are so many things wrong with this game. For starters, Jake Browning cannot throw a deep ball to save his life. The play calling was awful. I don't know why they kept sending 2 deeps outside the numbers, trying to hit T or Jamar, both going over their heads. Chase Brown somehow had a better running game than the past 3 weeks. The offensive line was terrible. I don't know if you guys saw the play where both defensive ends just went right by both tackles. Do you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Just immediate, like danger. And yeah, the play calling's terrible. The defense hasn't changed. Defense just keeps getting beat over the top. The only bright sides on the defense are Dax Hill, who seemed to be everywhere on the field because he had to be, and Demetrius Knight, who's a rookie. He had the pick in the end zone.
I like that kid a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's the only bright side of the defense. But
sick last name for a jersey, too.
It is. And it's a great, 44, it's a great linebacker number, like a real linebacker number. The defense, dude, Trey Henderson is going to get traded because there's no point in keeping him around if the other 3 guys are not going to help him. He's the only guy that can get pressure. There
is no point in keeping him around if you're keeping Browning there. If this team, it is all, I don't know what, Jameis is not going to cost you a lot.
No, I don't think so. You probably give him for a 6th or 7th round pick.
I would trade Hendrickson away. The Bills could use him. That's for sure.
Yeah. I saw talks about the Niners looking for him. I don't think the Bengals are going to get what they want, but at this point it's worth getting anything, I think.
Yeah, he's gone. He was gone next year anyways. We all knew that. That's what we said. And there's no Super Bowl with no Joe Burrow. Let's just
dude. Even that, I tried to say this the other day. Even with Joe Burrow, getting to the playoffs is still a hard task to do. It's not, you know what I mean? It's still a hard road to get there.
And watching this guy, AFC, dude.
It sucks because, yes, like you just said, the AFC is hurting this year.
Yeah,
Cleveland's out of the equation. They stink. Baltimore has a 1-3 start.
Cleveland beat the Packers.
Yeah, but let's be like Cleveland is going to be a 5-win team at best. Like that team's not making the playoffs.
They're gonna be fighting on the floor with you, dude.
The Steelers is leading the division right now, 3-1, which is crazy.
We gotta get into that game. Aaron Rodgers was a fucking jokester. We'll get into it after.
So it sucks that like the division's so wide open, and of course, Joe Burrow's out for the year with a toe injury.
Jackson might be out too for a while.
Yeah, he's not looking good either. His hamstring, it looks like a tear too. Like he might be out 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, man, this sucks. Like this might be Steelers hosting a playoff game.
Isn't that crazy?
Against the Broncos.
They could host a playoff game going 9-8 this year. What?
Carson, and your team could still make it.
We consider that, well, we'll get into that too, but we consider that division like one of the best in football every single year, and right now it looks like one of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every single year we do.
For the past decade, it has been. And then this year, what a fall off.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Broncos too. The Broncos looked all right. I'm still waiting for them to take that next step, I think. I think Bo Nix looked fantastic yesterday. RJ Harvey somehow taking some deep carries. They're playing a lot more dual back than I thought they would. Which I don't mind. Sutton's fine. Mims, I love that kid. He looks good. Other than that, not much.
Well, even on the Broncos side, like that game could have been so much worse. They had so many drop balls. They probably had 100 yards worth of drop balls, and there was no pressure on Bo Nix. If you looked at his past 3 games, he hasn't played well, and he's had a decent amount of pressure on him. We blitzed 6% of the snaps that game. We couldn't get to the quarterback to save our lives. Like it was easy pickings for him.
This is like so ripe for you guys to like just fire your coach by week 7 and move on.
Yep, I think so too. And Zach Taylor has been atrocious at play calling. We've said it, and now he can't hide behind Burrow. This is a team that, even with a non-competent quarterback, should be able to go down the field and still score points.
3 is embarrassing.
3 is beyond embarrassing. Putting 13 points on the board in the last 8 quarters of football should be a crime.
Okay, let me flip it to this here, because it feels like we're leaning this way. Who do you want? Because it feels like all the big, latest free agency names have been signed anywhere. I've got one in mind, and I think you're going to like it.
Do you mean coach?
Yes, coach.
Dude, I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm feeling nicey.
You think John Gruden?
John Gruden, offensive-minded head coach.
It would be fun.
I mean, at least with Gruden, you know the team's not going to give up. Everyone on that sideline looked like, and I can't blame Jamar Chase for not being upset. Like, T. Higgins, I can't blame. Even Chase Brown, who I think you guys are a lot more for him than I am. Like, just disappointing for all these guys.
Yeah, it's bad. I honestly was looking, and I wouldn't even mind having like a Robert Saleh, a defensive mind, come in and try to fix this defense and let an offensive coordinator call the plays, call the shots for a Burrow, Higgins, Chase healthy team.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to get a offensive coordinator on to, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
What do you think about our OC?
Yeah, your OC is probably gonna be up for a job, right?
Yeah.
After this season,
Brady.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you have to get Zach out of the building, and some people want to defend him. A lot of people want his head right now. Some people think it's an overreaction, but watching this guy give a press conference where he's like, "Oh, we just didn't play good. Like it was just, this and this." Like I want someone to go out there and be like, "This team fucking sucks." I'm telling you, like straight up, this team sucks. I want what Ben Johnson did the other day. Yes, just shoot it straight. Say it how it is. I'm failing. we have to fix this. This is a problem.
I agree
Yeah.
that I think that they should get rid of him, and I think that they should get a defensive-minded head coach. I think Joe Burrow is like far enough in his career where you can trust him to lead the offense for the most part, without needing that much overwatch of a play caller.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more important that they address the defense, especially because that's been their big problem the last couple of years, minus the injuries, of course.
I mean, look how much Zach Taylor hides behind Joe Burrow. Look, like all the success that we have had is because of Joe Burrow, not because of the coaches. The coaches have been terrible. They complain about play calling all of the time for the past, even the year we went to the Super Bowl, we complained about play calling. And the only reason it worked was because no one saw how we played yet. Back shoulders to Jamar all season.
Alrighty, let's move on here. I guess we'll go to my team. 31-19 Bills over the Saints. Take care of business. For the last 3 weeks, I think I've been a little bit too negative on the Bills. And coming after this one kind of seems crazy, and I definitely can see why you guys would say that. Again, our defense is not very good. But Josh Allen makes up for a lot of that. James Cook has completely proved me wrong on this offseason. Like I've said that it was more so the offensive line. James Cook has stepped it up a level this year to where he is like, you can screen grab 3 plays from this game where you're like, oh, he's getting tackled for a loss, and somehow he manages to break out and get 10 yards, get 6 yards off nothing plays. Like, he's been a pleasure to watch. The offensive line looks good again. I say this every week. The Bills are the Bills, and we're the one of 2 undefeated teams right now. Let's keep the wagon going.
Yeah, I think rightfully
Carson?
so. This team is undefeated. I mean, right now, I don't see how there's another team in the AFC that can compete with them. You guys have a super clear path to the playoffs in terms of seeding, in terms of a lot of things. And the only concern
division.
I have about, the division, about the Bills in general is that so much is reliant on Josh Allen. It's demonstrated in games like this because 19 points for the Saints is a decent amount, especially against a Bills team who has had a pretty decent defense in the regular seasons anyway, the last couple of years. So
and it was in Buffalo.
Exactly. So it's mildly concerning, but as long as Josh can keep playing the way that he has, then this team is seriously, they should be Super Bowl favorites right now by a long shot.
He's done it his whole career. I can't sit here and complain about the defense every week. I've done it for the last 3. As long as Josh Allen and James Cook have a good game and the offensive line, we're going to drag our bald-headed coach as far as we can take him until he does. I think part of him is starting to realize that, hey, let's leave it up to the offense instead of the defense. I think his ego is finally starting to get it, where it saw it a little bit last year, where it's like, okay, we're going to go for it on 4th down with our offense rather than punt and make sure our defense stops a team that they haven't stopped for 50 minutes of football.
Yeah, I mean, the Bills look good. Yeah, it was the Saints that put up 19 points.
Spencer Rattler, too.
But he didn't play well.
It was Alvin Kamara.
That's what I was going to say. It was your run defense is the thing that gave up these points. They had, 150 yards rushing, maybe a little bit more. But you guys are also missing Oliver. You're missing Matt Milano. Those 2 are huge in your run game.
And Matt Milano is the general of our defense.
Yeah, and he's a run stopper. He's a run stopping linebacker. Yeah. So you guys are just missing two big pieces that are going to come back this year, which is good news for the Bills for sure.
100%.
Yeah, you guys are a tank. Your offensive line's great, and like you said, James Cook is cooking. Josh Allen, I mean, he didn't have to play Superman this week. He just went out there and balled after, like, he threw that pick, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm Josh Allen," and then remembered how to play, and boom, you guys were back on track, no problem. And it was a 2-score win, right? So,
Yeah.
Another thing I want to say about the James Cook, like, and how he's played, it's really impressive how much they're trusting him too. If you look at his carry count compared to the rest of the team, or his snap count compared to the rest of the team, no other running back had more than one carry. He had 22. So they're obviously trusting him a lot, and it's paying off because he's having huge games so far in the beginning of the season.
And again, that offensive line, like when you pair that with Josh can take off anywhere, James Cook has been a beast. The offensive line can hold for a long time. They've got two, like screen guys who in Shakir and Kincaid who you can trust over the middle if you have to get the ball out quick. And no diva receiver at all. Like nobody's been a diva. I think we're good on this game. I'm ready to move on if you guys are.
Yeah, sounds good.
Go Bills. Alrighty, we had the Browns head to Detroit. Detroit won 34-10. This was what we expected at the beginning of the year. The Lions looked solid. Hutch scared the shit out of every Detroit Lions fan ever when he went down. I don't know if you guys saw. There was a fan who looked like he almost killed himself. He died inside. But he's okay.
That was scary.
He's okay. Reynolds had a big touchdown. That was Raymond. Sorry, Khalif Raymond had a big touchdown. That was awesome to see. Wait, no, it was Craig Reynolds, right?
I could not tell you.
One of the two. Either way, good Lions game. And Dan Campbell's the man. I love Dan Campbell. He's the best.
Yeah. So my question to you guys, I guess,
the Lions,
is I'm
sorry.
today,
Go ahead. I was just gonna say the Lions are in a set position. Like there isn't much to say about this team. Like they're playing perfect ball on both sides.
Well, I was gonna flip
one in the division topic. Now.
What do you guys think on the Browns side? When do they start Shador? When does he get some playing?
It's not Shador, man.
You think it's Gabriel next?
I proposed this question. I proposed this question the other day to my stepdad, and I asked him, I was like, why do they keep Flacco in? And I see both sides of the argument. One is, okay, Flacco he's going to be here for the year. Let's keep these guys healthy and let them learn behind Flacco. I do think the better argument is, let's see if either one of these guys have any glimmer of an NFL career in their pocket. Let's see if Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, let them both start. Let them both try. See if either one of them are going to be a quarterback in the NFL eventually. Or if we're going to be this bad and we're going to have a top 5 pick next year, do we go out and draft a quarterback? Like, that's the question that you should be answering by playing these two guys.
So here's first off on the Shedeur thing. It's Gabriel. It's been Gabriel. Gabriel did get in for one series in this game. He threw an incompletion. That was it. That's sort of, in my opinion, their way of teasing the waters, like testing it almost. I don't know if they actually do. I think they're on. I hate to say this. They might be waiting for Joe to just get hurt.
He had a terrible game.
And again, this coach is trying to win. Like, you are still trying to win games. If I don't know. There's no real answer to this. The only people who know the answer to this is the coaching staff.
100%. But at the end of the day, you should be seeing what these guys are capable of. Like, are you going to lose 10-34 with Dylan Gabriel? Honestly, probably. But wouldn't you want to see if he can throw a deep ball in the NFL? Like, that's.
Do you want to do that against the Lions though?
True. Like maybe
like they went Ravens, Packers, Lions.
Yeah. It's not an easy schedule.
Well, the thing is though, if I wouldn't be advocating for a switch as much because I didn't really care in the beginning, in the off season. But right now, this division, in my opinion, is wide open. Obviously, the Steelers are leading the division, but each other team has one win. Or sorry, I guess the Bengals have two, but I don't think that's going to persist for much longer. Sorry, buddy. And if
Oh, hey,
they
we'll keep those
lost,
2 wins all year.
they're 1-3 right now. So I kind of side with Aiden on the what are you losing necessarily? I know their schedule has been tough, but it's still worth it in my opinion, testing either of these guys. And I think it'll come sooner than later.
Ready? We good on that? Alrighty, let's head to Ireland, boys, for a pint of Guinness. Aaron Rodgers was just memeing this entire game. I actually it was the most likable Rodgers has been in probably 4 or 5 years. I'll pull it up. You guys can talk about the game. I don't know if either of you watched it. I watched the second half. Did anybody watch it or no?
I watched the very end of it, but the game wasn't too exciting. DK and JJ both had big games. I think the best thing that came out of this game was Skylar Thompson, bro. Skylar Thompson, before the game, the backup quarterback, got jumped and robbed in Dublin.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was one of the funniest graphics to wake up to in that morning. Just Skylar Thompson jumped and robbed.
Okay. I gotta play for you guys here. This is one of them that just had me crying watching this live. Okay, ready? Look at how he... First down! Bro, he was perked out, I swear. Look at this, bro.
God. He's like, I'm not jumping in that. I'm too old for this shit. I ain't jumping in that pile, bro.
That is
With his helmet, too? I mean...
That is a legendary
it was
picture.
funny. I don't... There's another one where he, scrambles and gets the first down, but then gets sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, running, and it pops out and immediately goes to one of his offensive linemen who grabbed the ball and absolutely hit stick a Vikings player. And then while he's on the ground, I think he somehow saw that the offensive lineman grabbed it, and before he even gets up, he's on his back, and he just goes, first down. Bro, he was perked out this game. And DK's such a dog, dude.
It's about time he had one of those games.
Beast.
We've been waiting for that game from DK.
Yeah.
I do like it. It is hilarious to me, that the up and down Rodgers has had. His whole career is he has one Super Bowl. Then he gets to the Jets and is like, what the hell happened? Now he's 40 on perks on, like you said, mid-game, just standing behind the line.
Man, it was just something about it to me is this is so clearly his last season in the NFL. Yeah. So he just wants to make the most of it. Before this game, he was talking about drinking. All he wants to do when he gets to Ireland is drink Guinness.
Yeah, split the G.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, too, stats-wise, he had a pretty decent game. Yeah, apart from the fumble.
He looked good.
18 of 22, 200 yards and a touchdown. They get the win. They're 3-1 now, leading the division by a game. I never would have in a million years projected this to be the season that they're having. And they didn't even have Jalen Warren in this game, who has been a dog as well. So
yes,
it's pretty impressive, to be honest.
On the flip side, J.J. McCarthy traveled with the Vikings.
Yes.
And is not playing either games.
Yeah, he traveled, and he just had a kid. You would think they'd be like, all right, yes, you can stay home.
Rehab at home.
Newborn child. Damn.
This tells me JJ just wanted to go drinking with the boys.
Yeah. We also got the most Carson Wentz game, dude. He threw 350 yards, 2 tutties, and 2 picks.
Yeah, back down to earth.
Yeah.
And I will preface by saying I do think the Steelers will end up Steelerizing this season. They will fall down at the end.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was fun. You guys got anything else?
No,
not really. We'll get into it. Something related to this game. later on. But no.
Alrighty. Tennessee at Houston, 26-0 for the Texans in their first win. Carson, take it away here.
Well, I mean, third ever blowout, or donut, I should say, in Texans history. 2 of them for the Tennessee Titans, so this was one of them. I will say, just like all the other games, their defense has been amazing. Like, they have still had an amazing defense. If you look at the overall scores in these games, nobody's blowing them out. And on the other side of the ball, this game started sad. Like, I was like, wow, great. You have a lead. You have 2 field goals. Like, you're going to win the game 6-0. This is going to be the final score here. There was 3 missed field goals and 2 made. There was more missed than made in the first half of this game. I was so disappointed. Second half, though, I will say, I know it's Tennessee, and they don't have the greatest defense of all time, but it was really encouraging to see the team score on 3 straight drives. Touchdowns on 3 straight drives. Woody Marks had a breakout game. I thought he was going to be pretty decent. It's nice that honestly, the running back tangent has been fairly decent. I think they need to run the ball a little bit more, and this game was an example of that. Perhaps, maybe it's just Tennessee's defense is not great. But big game from Woody Marks. And then Jaden Higgins also has his first touchdown as a rookie. And I think when he caught that touchdown pass, it really did hit me. Like, this is a super, super young team still. Super young. Like, we were jumping all over the Packers and how good they were for the first 2 weeks. I know we'll talk about them in a second. But they are in a similar situation. Like, they're also a super young offense. And I think there just needs time to be developed. There's also some injuries. They did what they had to do. If they would have had a game that was like 13-10 and they win, I would have been absolutely disappointed. It would have been a loss in my books. So the fact that they held them to no points, Tennessee didn't even get in the red zone. It was just nice to see.
Okay, can I flip this for some Tennessee talk? Will Levis versus Cam Ward, first 4 starts. This is Will Levis in 2023, Cam Ward in 2025. Will Levis, 1 win, Cam Ward, 0. 58.9 completion percentage, Cam Ward, 51.2. Passing yards, 857, Cam Ward, 614. Touchdowns to interception ratio, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Cam Ward, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Like, I don't hate Cam Ward by all means. I don't know what to say about, like, when you bring up those 2 stats.
Their offense in general, I mean, I don't know how much you guys... Sorry, I was just going to add, like...
How much I...
Yeah, their offense was not moving at all. Like, they could not get a first down to save their lives. And Cam just looked like a guy who was there. He didn't look like he was making plays. He didn't even look like he could go through the progressions properly. He was getting pressured a decent amount, but I don't know. Those stats are interesting, Jake, because it is kind of odd. We don't talk about Cam Ward like we talk about Will Levis. Maybe that's because he doesn't eat, mayo in his coffee. But
I think it's because Cam Ward was a first-round pick, and Will Levis went in the 2nd or 3rd, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people give a lot more leeway. I mean, he was the number 1 overall pick in the draft. In a draft where quarterbacks were not very good.
Whole draft.
And if you look what Carson Beck is doing in Miami, I know they are different teams, but Miami looks better with Carson Beck. And I know it's again, these are 2 different leagues. But maybe I'd like to at least get the ball rolling on, hey, this is Cam Ward this year. Let's start talking about it. Because I don't know. I haven't seen anyone talk for a number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Nobody has talked about Cam Ward.
It's been real quiet. I do think he came into the opposite situation that Caleb Williams did last year. Caleb
What
Williams
about
went
Bryce
through
Young?
a good true, Bryce, yeah, that's true. Bryce Young. But like this coaching staff on the Titans is terrible. I believe Callan, he's gonna get fired this year.
Will
halfway
Levis
through.
went into the same situation, man.
That Titans team is a better team than this. This team is horrendous on both
By
sides of the
what,
ball.
though?
Just all around. The team was better. The defense was better. The offensive line was better. He had more people to throw to. I'm not saying Cam Ward is good by any means.
They had Derrick
I'm just
Henry,
saying the situation
No,
that
not with Will Levis.
in his
yeah.
rookie year, yeah.
Will Levis was what 3 years ago. Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
Henry's only been there
I'm just saying
2024 and now 2025.
Yeah, Cam Ward is in the worst situation possible, but that doesn't excuse the completion percentage being 51% is crazy. The touchdown to the pick ratio, I mean, they
My
can't
bad,
get to
gang.
the red zone to save their lives. Not much of a run game. I mean, you guys played a great defense. Like you guys followed them
Yeah,
up,
it's
destroyed them. But for the season, he has not played well.
That's my bad, by the way. You guys are right.
that's all good.
And I do agree that this not being all over national headlines is kind of crazy. Number 1 pick playing this bad, because you're right. We did it to Bryce Young when he got
We
drafted.
did it to Bryce Young. We did it to Caleb Williams. We did it to, like, everyone's talking about CJ this year. Everyone, I mean, we're going to get into this next, but Jaden Daniels hasn't looked very good. Bo Nix, besides last game, hasn't looked great. I think it's because Tennessee is not an interesting team.
I think it's because, personally, like, Caleb Williams had massive expectations coming out of college. Bryce Young had pretty decent expectations coming out of college. Like, these guys...
For a number 1 pick, this guy has to be good.
But he wasn't even the biggest quarterback topic in the draft. It was a guy who went in the 5th round.
That's Dion, man. That's Dion. That's like the Ball brothers. Like, you can't compare the two. If you were gonna use your first round pick on a guy, you'd at least like him to look good. Like, if we go back through the top 10 and they had selected Abdul Carter number 1 instead of...
Probably would have been a good move.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
Probably would have been a good move at this point.
Yeah, I mean...
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that maybe we're done where it's like, oh, this team needs a quarterback. Yeah, I know they need... everyone knows Tennessee needs a quarterback. But what would they look better right now? Starting Will Levis and having Abdul Carter, or one of these premier guys, or not having Abdul Carter and marching Cam Ward out there with a brutal team. Like...
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely think it was the wrong draft decision. I think it's just a panic button.
We need a quarterback, so we're not going to take the best available.
They also
hit a
didn't have
panic button and,
competition
let's take a
either,
quarterback.
like, for Cam Ward. I don't think a lot of teams up high cared about drafting him at all. Like,
I will say, though, like, and we're going to get into this game too, but, like, the Giants this year, and we can get into their flaws. The Giants have a lot of flaws, but they went and got Skattebo this year. They went and got Abdul Carter this year. They got Malik Neighbors last year. They got pieces around a rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart, who went in the first round at the end of the first round, and now looks better than the number 1 pick right now, because he actually have pieces. Like, I can't even name half... I couldn't name the receiving core for Tennessee. I just couldn't.
Yeah, they have a washed-up Calvin Ridley who is getting maybe 2 catches a game.
And they have Tony Pollard, which they went and paid for some reason last year.
hey, I don't mind.
Anyways.
Pollard.
It's an ugly scene in Tennessee.
I like Pollard too, but again, for what?
Yeah. Okay, well, I want to flip back to the Texans before we move on one more time. I just wanted to say a little preview. I guess we can talk about it in the preview episode. but I'm very curious what your
What
guys'
is
thoughts are on the Ravens next week without Lamar. Jake, you might have been right. Can they go into the bye 2-3?
About you
I don't know.
guys?
Yeah.
Dude, listen. A lot of people are dogging you guys right now, and I'm like very close to getting there. I make jokes at you because I think it's funny, but the Ravens, man, they gave up, and we'll get to them. We'll get to them. There will be room for this conversation. Next episode and during this episode, let's get to the Falcons over Washington. Michael Penix Jr., I will call him Penix Jr. because he actually looked very good. This is the most complete the Falcons have looked in some time, where Pitts looked great. Drake London looked great. Bijan had a great game. The defense didn't look awful. Now it is Marcus Mariota, but still. And yeah, I don't know. This is, if you're an Atlanta fan, you're very happy about this win because it finally was all put together. What you've been promised for the last 2 years, 3 years since you got Bijan, finally got put together.
I mean, like you said, this Atlanta team looks good. Michael Penix looked good. Over 300 yards. Drake London, dude. Unreal. Like, unreal. He's definitely, like, he's going to be a top 10 cemented very soon, I think. All he needs is someone to throw him that ball, because holy smokes, he looked good this game. The Commanders, I mean, they honestly looked pretty good with Mariota, considering all. Putting up 27 with Mariota against the decent Falcons defense, pretty good. Their run game looks strong. It looks better than it has in the last few games. They sit at 2-2 now. They need JD back though.
And what's the deal with Scary Terry here, man?
Signs a big deal, gets hurt.
Yeah, this week was like 3. I don't know. I'm gonna stay on my stance of I don't think Washington is a great football team, a Super Bowl contending football team, with or without Jaden Daniels. Now,
yeah, that was going to be my question. How do you feel about Daniels coming back? You don't have faith in them making it, let's say, again to the championship game?
No. They went up against the banged up Lions last year that were not the Lions of the whole season, and didn't. Their OC was not in it. Their defense was banged up. Washington was the Texans of 2 years ago, except for the Texans didn't get the honor of playing a really good team that was absolutely ravaged by injuries in the second round. And it showed when they played Philly in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a young team that probably wasn't supposed to be there. But, I mean, even this game, you switch out the quarterbacks, and this could be a win. Like, Marcus Mariota kept this game close and didn't perform great. I think they're definitely a playoff team with Jaden Daniels.
I agree.
NFC, I mean, that's 2 teams. We're talking about 2 of the best teams in the NFC, and I think that's reserved for the Lions, Eagles, and the Bucs right now. But I definitely think this is a team that is capable of winning games and possibly getting there with Jaden Daniels. They definitely need their quarterback. They can't do it without him.
I think that they have a better chance than, let's say, some of these like Seattle's 3-1, and they're 2-2. I think if both these teams made it to the playoffs, I'm putting my money on the Commanders making it further. I do think that Jaden has more of an impact on this team than we imagine. And just going back to that championship game where they lost the Eagles, they did lose, but like Jaden played a great game. Jaden still played amazing in that game, and the Eagles' defense was obviously elite at the time. I still think that they can be up there in the contenders if Jaden is healthy for the full season.
Some are starting to say that Jaden Daniels is injury prone.
Well, I mean, he's $120.
Yeah, I mean,
RG4. That's my new nickname for him.
Jeez, that's brutal.
yeah, I don't know about all that. I mean,
Y'all will see. Y'all
Yeah.
will see. Who do they got next week, anyways?
the Chargers.
We'll talk about that. That's gonna be fun. All right, let's move on to Eagles Bucks. Bucks kept it a lot closer than I thought they would. They're so banged up. It's not even funny, dude. I kind of feel bad for the Bucks. I mean, Bucky might be hurt too. He might be out 3 to 5 weeks, which again, this team is one of those teams where it's like, what could be if we weren't injured? 130 yards passing for Hurts is like, last week I think we all said, okay, we're back to no, the Eagles can throw the ball. This week they were like, all right, we got them off our back. Now we don't have to throw the ball anymore.
He had 0 in the second half.
And A.J. Brown tweeted something cryptic. I forget. Like, if they don't want you, don't insert yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what he's out there chatting about.
I do know. He's not getting the ball.
But they're winning. Who gives a shit?
A guy like A.J. Brown getting 2 receptions for 7 yards.
No, I'm pissed too, personally.
Yeah.
If I like,
you got A.J. Brown.
Yeah, like, dude, I don't like. Just if that's what he wants and he's made it clear, and you don't use him, then trade him for something better. Like, get him out of there. He clearly does not want to be there. They won the Super Bowl, and he tweeted like a week later, "Oh, winning a Super Bowl is not what I thought it would be. I get my adrenaline rush out of watching a corner demoralized or something like." And then he quotes after this game. I don't know. It's just like he clearly doesn't care about winning as much as being individually great.
Let me take his side for a second. Like, did any of us once talk about A.J. Brown being a vital part of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl? No one did. No one went A.J. Brown and the Eagles with Jalen Hurts won it. If A.J. Brown was on the Bills and they won a Super Bowl, I think you would be saying A.J. Brown and Josh Allen and the Bills won a Super Bowl. You wouldn't go, well, James Cook and Ty Johnson and Shakir were vital to the... Like, no. He wants to be one of the 3 guys. There's 3 guys on every team that you can name as vital pieces. I think the Eagles is Hurts, Saquon, and the offensive line is who you talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been asked about it a dozen times already by media, and every time he's like, "No, I'm fine. I love being here. I love the quarterback."
Bro, what's he tweeting about?
Well, who gives a shit? They're winning games. If you want to be a crybaby, go demand a trade. But to tweet dumb shit and then expect the team to be like, "All right, we're going to trade a top 7 receiver." What are we talking about?
It's a little ironic.
Why not trade him if you're not using him?
The quote was like something. The ending of it was "and be quiet" and "stay quiet," but tweeting is not exactly staying quiet on the
thing is he's been asked about it every week, and his response is, as long as we're winning games. So either stick to your response or go be a crybaby. At the end of the day, when they need him, they use him. They used him last week. He had 130 yards last week. When they needed him.
They used him begrudgingly.
Yeah, and he did.
They're a winning football team. I don't know how you complain.
From a team, I'm not siding with him in general, but I do understand why he's upset. Like, if your personal goal is to be up there and talked about, like, with Terrell Owens and Randy Moss and stuff, and you feel like you do have that capability, but you're not getting the opportunity because your team decides to only run the ball, then I understand why it's frustrating. Honestly, the only reason they threw at all in that game was to get a lead on the Bucks because they knew they'd have to. They almost came back in that game.
Yeah,
the Bucks did. If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, be on your way.
Oh, grade 7 girl right there.
I mean,
Yeah,
at least we know he's religious. I don't know.
Yeah.
that wasn't a Bible verse, I don't think. Yeah, anyways, that's the topic of the Eagles. They're undefeated still, so what are we doing? That's all we have to talk about them now.
I know.
Oh, E.J. Brown's not getting the ball. I know. Anything else on this, boys, or what?
Yeah.
Nah. What?
What?
I think that was a preview to the NFC Championship game. I think those are the two teams that we see in the NFC Championship game this week or this year. And I
The
think
Bucks can get healthy.
that's really all that it is. And even with that game, Mike Evans goes down, and I mean, we were talking about injuries last week and how we thought the Bucks were probably going to lose this game just because of injury. But Chris Godwin's back now. Hopefully, the Bucky Irving injury isn't damaging, but I still think that they're going to keep rolling like they have. And the Eagles are obviously one of the best.
As long as you have Baker, I have faith in the Bucks. And again, I was so close to buying an Ibuka jersey. I love that guy so much. He might be one of my favorite receivers in the league. I think we touched on it last week. I think the passing of the torch to Ibuka will happen, if it already hasn't, next year or this year. And mark my words, he's going to be a top 10 fantasy pick in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, we said that last week. The kid's unreal. He was unreal in college, and I mean, it's transferred right over.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to go to
Alrighty,
Jaguars, 49ers?
You always fuck up my list. I'm going in order.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go to Panthers at New England. What a stinky game. Carson, what do you got for us?
Okay, well, I guess I just have a question for you guys, I guess. Are we underrating the Patriots?
I have them perfectly rated, I think.
Describe that.
Yeah,
I had them going second in our division. I don't know what they are right now, but I believe they are second.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They're 2-2.
Yeah, I think they will dismantle bottom feeder teams. I think they will lose to good teams. I think they're young. I think Vrabel's a good head coach. And I think you can start to see the building blocks of the Patriots finally coming back after Tom Brady and just clearing that whole head office and clearing the team. I think they're set up for the future right now.
I agree. What do you think about Drake May? Do you think he is the guy?
Yeah, I think he's got the potential to be a guy. I wouldn't say Drake May has made me go, oh my god, Drake May, but he's like a Busch Light. You're never going to complain about a Busch Light.
Yeah, I think he's played pretty consistently well, especially with not too many weapons around him. Stephon Diggs looked alive finally in this game. They found him somewhere, so that's gotta feel nice. And I mean, to put a beat down 42-13, even against the Panthers, dude, that's gotta feel nice.
On a Panthers team who just laid a beating on the Falcons.
Yeah.
And on top of it, if we went into the first 4 weeks and I said, hey, the Patriots are going to have 2 35-plus point games, to be like, what? They put up 35.
You told me they were against the Panthers. Listen, you guys weren't high on them. I thought that they were a decent team.
Whoa.
I had them in playoffs.
I had them second in the division, pal.
You had them second with me?
I had them second with you.
I could have sworn I was on an island there.
I think we unanimously agreed on your division. I think we all had Dolphins last as well.
I don't think it was all the same.
I'm
going to pull it up right now.
Yeah, verify. We should also, I don't know when the half point of the season is. No. I was going to say maybe we should do another one. At the halfway point. Because I think even at the halfway point is tough to predict those 2, 3, 4
Well,
positions.
We could even just do a playoff bracket.
Yeah, I'd like that. That'd be fun. The Panthers just got to figure it out. Holy cow.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone gives a shit about us talking about this either. Like,
No,
maybe
not.
there's a New England fan, but like no one cares.
I mean, New England put a beat down. May had 2 tighties. They finally used Henderson. That was nice to see.
Yeah. Kid's going to be good.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Stay away from Stevenson for sure. Hunter Henry. I don't know if you guys have him in fantasy or not, but he's been decent. He's been a consistent 13 to 19 points a game.
This also, to me, is like one of those things where it's like, why did Stephon Diggs join this team? Like, I guess for money.
Yeah.
But
no one else wanted him?
I don't even, like, the Texans really didn't be like, okay, we could have you for year 2 in our system for what New England gave him.
Yeah.
It's not like he broke the bank in New England.
I would have liked to have him on there one more year.
Should have went back to the Bills.
I don't think they would have taken him.
No, there's no shot.
I honestly wouldn't have hated it, but I just think it's just like you muddied the waters there, buddy.
Jake, are you ready for this flip of the script? I have it pulled up here.
Oh,
yeah, let's hear it.
Boy.
All right, buddy. Okay, well, I'll start back on our... We could even just go back through this at some point, halfway through the season. We could just go back through what we had predicted, see how we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'm not even going to pull it up. It's going to take too much time. Jake?
Yeah, just tell us.
You had the Patriots third in the division. Me and Aiden both had them second.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Let the truth rain down.
So who was second?
Miami second.
Dolphins? Wow.
Miami Dolphins.
Let's go in.
Miami Dolphins.
Big dub.
Yeah, it's the only win you two can have. You guys can have that win.
What do you mean? Carson just got a 26-0 win.
That's right, buddy. Look at this stupid hat. This is the stupidest hat. You look like
Aiden bought me this hat.
I did.
You look like Popeye fucking stopped smoking or something.
I'm a healthy Popeye? Popeye smokes spinach. Oh, I'm the fat Popeye. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's
just anything goes on this podcast.
Popeye's chicken.
All right. let's move on to you guys. Take your flowers, everyone, please. All right, you guys were right. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the Chargers at Giants. The Giants head quarterback.
Let's go.
Posted a picture of Madison Beer. I thought that was a dumb move.
Wait, what?
He posted a picture of Madison Beer.
Who?
Jackson Dart posted a picture of Madison Beer.
Is that real? That actually happened?
Yes. Which is Justin Herbert's girlfriend, and said game day, and then immediately deleted it.
Dude,
and then
awful.
Proceeded to beat the Chargers.
That is awesome. Dude, he must be regretting deleting that tweet so bad.
I think it was like an Instagram story or something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Dayball looked so happy. He legit looked like he was about to propose to Jackson Dart.
Kissed. They almost made out after the game. Dude, they were like rubbing foreheads together.
No, Dayball was like head forcing him.
Yeah, like, dude, it was crazy.
He
doesn't know what a win feels like.
Shout out to Russ. Apparently he was like super supportive of Dart this week, which like Russell Wilson, good guy.
Yeah. I know
maybe not a good quarterback anymore.
Yeah.
Cam Skattebo is electric.
So much fun to watch.
I love Cam Skattebo. I think on this podcast I said that Cam Skattebo was a dog. Malik Neighbors injured. He's out for the season. That is just like the ultimate bummer on this game. Like, yeah, we won. Woo! Our number one target is gone. The other thing I will say is, like, yeah, he's a dog.
Dude was on pace to be in the conversation of top 5. Like, unreal.
The Giants also just love to like run running backs into the ground. I would put Skattebo's odds of making it to year 10 at negative or plus 490, like 25 rushes for 79 yards, and he was just headbanging the entire time. He got up and blocked, I forget who on the Chargers, and then got up to block again. This guy can't like save himself.
Yeah, he's a beast out there, and like you say, he's so much fun to watch. And they just
I would
whether he's throwing the ball or running the ball, or not throwing, sorry, receiving or running the ball, like
if you
nonstop.
could bottle up and sell Cam Skattebo to like take as a drug, I don't know. There would be no more drywall in my house, I think.
What a phrase. Holy cow.
What a win for the Giants, dude. To be a 3-0 Chargers team who won all division games,
Let's go,
who
baby.
looked really good. And then Hurts, has not a good game. I'm sorry, Herbert has not a good game. Dart threw for 110 yards, and they walk away with a W. Like, who would have thought that?
Yeah. I mean, Russ came in there for one snap,
Oh,
threw for 8-yard completion to get the first down.
okay, all right, fire me up.
Didn't he have a fumble too?
I gotta.
Was that real? Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
They both had a fumble. Yeah, they both had a fumble. Let's not talk about that.
That's not talk.
I have a question for you guys, and this has been talked about in the media. Just because people are saying Russell Wilson is playing himself out of the Hall of Fame.
No,
I don't agree.
Can you play yourself out of the Hall of Fame? Do you guys believe that?
I mean, you probably. I don't think a team lets you play long enough, being this bad, to outplay your Hall of Fame career.
Because when we talk, and I'm gonna go to the extreme here. When we talk about Michael Jordan, no one goes, "Oh, the guy from the Wizards who was washed."
Yeah.
No one is. When we talk Russell Wilson in 10 years, we're not gonna go, the Giants QB who got sacked for, or who got whatever you call it, benched for Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna talk about.
When you think Russell Wilson, you think the moon ball in Seattle, winning a Super Bowl, going to a Super Bowl in his second year. Like, that's what you think about.
Look at Cam Newton.
That's what
Cam Newton had a horrible end of career, and all we talk about is his almost perfect season. And, like, his prime was, like, one of the best ever. And I don't know.
Yeah. His MVP year was amazing.
Yeah, I don't agree.
And Aaron Rodgers too, the same thing. Like,
exactly, he has.
I know he looks
Super Bowl.
All right.
He has the same amount of Super Bowl wins as Russ.
Well, let's not compare apples to oranges. Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback,
4-time MVP, best touchdown to interception ratio. Like, Aaron Rodgers could play.
I know, but I'm just using it as, like, let's say Rodgers playing on the Jets those 2 seasons, and let's say the Steelers didn't make the playoffs for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, you're going to go Packers Rodgers. Like,
he's still making the Hall of Fame. He's still being thought of as a great quarterback. I think it's
Tom Brady is last year. I know they made playoffs, but that was a piss poor division. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we all agree on this. It's been talked about in the media, and I just disagree. Like, in my opinion, you can't play yourself out of Hall of Fame contention because the NFL is such a hard sport, and any sport is such a hard sport to give up and stop playing.
Yeah.
And as a quarterback, it's even more impossible because you're like the hero of a town or a city for years. Anything else on this, boys?
I got nothing.
No, I don't think so. What's our next one?
Alrighty. Oh, sorry. Jags at San Francisco. Carson has been waiting for this one, so you may take it away.
Well, okay. I think it's impressive that both these teams are now 3-1 each. Which team are you more surprised is 3-1? That's my question to you guys.
If I had to look from the start of the season, I'd definitely say the Jags. I didn't expect the Jags to be a good team. The Niners being this unhealthy and still being 3-1 is more impressive, I think. But at the start of the season, I would have been like, the Niners have a chance to be a good team if everyone's healthy and pieces are around. Oh, hi.
Hi, Bear.
Hi, dog.
Yeah, I agree with what you said there. I think when you take everything into account, I would say the 49ers is more like, how did they do it without Brock Purdy, without Joey Bosa? What's the timeline on Ayuk? I have no idea. Or sorry, it's Nick Bosa, not Joey.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the only one healthy is CMC.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
First.
And I will say, Ricky Pearsall is a dog, man. Like, he's a unit in fantasy.
Yeah. I will say about the Jags as well. Like, this is a team 2 years ago that went 8-3 and then literally plane crashed their season. Like, to the back end of the season, they exploded. And not too much has changed from this team. They've added pieces this year. Like, they are a decent team. I want to see them go up against a real team, a team that you expect to make playoffs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, they'll get it next week against the Chiefs, so.
Yeah, I mean, their only loss has come to us with Jake Browning playing half the game and throwing 3 picks. So, how good is this team really?
It was the bring it home in orange game.
Open and orange.
Same thing.
Oh.
I
How do you feel, Carson? Did you expect either one of these teams to be 3-1?
I would say I
Jacksonville
probably
hater.
expected the 49ers to be 3-1 going into the season more than Jacksonville, just because Jacksonville started the season 0-5 last year. And then looking at this year, the 49ers have literally the easiest schedule in the league this year. And, you know, we knew CMC was going to be back. We thought Ayuk was going to be back. You didn't think Nick Bosa was going to be injured. So I could see them being 3-1. I think that'd be not outrageous. I'm impressed that Jacksonville has got away with the wins that they have. They shouldn't have beat the Texans. And this week, realistically, I would have taken the 49ers as well. So I would say probably more surprised with Jacksonville starting 3-1. But
I mean, with a healthy defense, I don't think this game's very close. The Niners offense outperformed the Jags offense on passing, like way outperformed them passing wise. Rushing wise, was decently similar. ATN busted out for over 100 yards again.
He's playing a
having
great season.
Yeah, he's kind of carrying that offense. Really, like Trevor
He
Lawrence
is.
has not looked good, dude. Even in this game, like Trevor Lawrence looked stinky.
Right where he belongs. Put him back there with Geno.
I love Carson's hate for Trevor Lawrence. I think it's beautiful.
It's a top 5 rivalry on the show.
Yeah. Carson and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Should get him on the pod one day.
Yeah, I hope Trevor Lawrence finds out about this rivalry one day.
What
Yeah.
takes more time?
Randomly clicks on.
Doing your hair in the morning or watching tape before the game?
Disrespect is beautiful.
Alrighty, Rams 27, Colts 20.
Oh,
Both again 3-1. Now, let me spin zone this question to you. What is more impressive, the Rams being 3-1 or the Colts being 3-1?
Certainly the Colts. Certainly the Colts.
I'd
I don't
agree.
think
without a
anybody
doubt.
had any expectations for them at all. It would be more probable that the entire division had 4 combined wins in week 4 than them having almost 4 themselves.
That's crazy.
Jake, I will say
I don't think
I called this last week, fellas. This is one of my 2 calls on the show last week. I had the Giants over the Chargers,
stop.
and I had the Colts being taken down by the Rams. Just saying.
Okay, whoa, hold on. This was a 20-27 loss.
Stop.
Hey,
Please stop.
A loss
The
is a
And
Colts-
like, this was a toss-up game.
This was like the Colts.
And I had
the
the
Rams did
toss-up
not beat the Colts,
right.
bro. No, No, the
Wow,
Rams did
you
not
flipped
beat the
the coin
Colts.
and won.
The Rams did not beat the Colts. Beat the Colts. The Colts beat the Colts. Mitchell had a touchdown that he fumbled out the back of the end zone at the 1 yard line. No one touched him. He was just bobbling the ball. Threw
You
it out the
don't
back of
get
the
to
end
play
zone.
D1 hater because your team is 1-3. You don't get to do that.
Then Jonathan Taylor busts out a run. That gets called back for holding. Dude, the Colts absolutely beat themselves this game.
That's
I mean, they would have won if. No.
Hey, I'm not
Look,
hating
a flag,
on the
I
Colts.
get
I'm
it.
not hating on the Colts at all. Just for the record, Jay.
You clapped when I read the score.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was right. I was
joke.
clapping at my prediction.
Did you accurately predict the score?
No.
Okay, so every week
Don't
when
rage,
the
baby.
Jets or the Dolphins or whoever
Oh my
loses, when the Browns lose next week, I'm going to clap when the score is read.
Mitchell, at the end of the day, I don't know how to say his first name. Adani, something like that. Adani
think it is.
Mitchell
Yeah.
beat the Colts. He beat his own team. He fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line, losing them a touchdown. No one touched them, by the way. There was one of those classic whoops. Thought I was in the end zone.
Did Joe Burrow beat his
And
own team?
then Jonathan Taylor busts out a 40-yard run, scores a touchdown, and Mitchell gets called for holding. This guy is getting paid by the Rams. He's on the Rams payroll.
Did Joe Burrow get paid by his own team?
This podcast stinks.
I just zoned out after Carson said that.
Maybe we should just start marketing our podcast that way.
Listen, man,
We're
I called the game
We're
right.
sports podcast in the world. Goodness. All right, just give us the next game, bro. Give us the
All
next game. Also, Puka is goated.
Puka is. I love Puka Nacua.
Yeah,
Puka
he's unreal.
25-24 Bears over Raiders.
Can we bring up Lucas's bet?
What was his bet?
So Lucas had a bet this Sunday that every 4 o'clock game, a team would score 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. Every team.
Fuck.
With, I think, 4 minutes left in the Ravens game and about 5 minutes left in the Bears game. He has a $35 cash out. He needs the Ravens to score another touchdown and
This
the
was
Raiders.
a $5 bet.
Yes.
Bonus bet.
$5 bonus bet. It paid $2,000. He needed Ravens 1 more touchdown, 4 minutes left, and Raiders to kick a field goal, 5 minutes left. Raiders are like down 25-24 with the ball, marching down the field. Somehow the Ravens bust out a 42-yard run, a 72-yard run, I believe. Justice Hill touchdown. He cashed out for $35. Raiders march down the field, go to kick a field goal. It gets blocked. He thinks he's in the right for cashing out. Is that not insanity?
No.
It was blocked.
No.
It doesn't matter. You don't cash out.
No. I'm
You don't cash
agreeing
out.
with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Yes.
$5.
Oh,
I'm agreeing
Yeah.
with you. It was a made field goal. It was blocked.
it was. Yes, bro. And the thing
Yeah.
is, if he didn't cash out, that goes right through the uprights. I'm telling you right now, that goes right through the uprights.
And he also was like sending videos. Fuck, because we were like, "Don't cash out, dude. Don't."
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. I won. He also could have cashed out earlier for $100.
Bro,
So
I thought about this afterwards. So he cashed out before the Ravens scored a touchdown. Imagine if he cashed out afterwards. Dude, they were kicking a field. He would have cashed out for $1,500. Swear to God. He would have cashed out for
probably would have cashed out for $400 would be my guess.
At least, bro. The Raiders were kicking a field goal, setting up to kick a field goal. He could have cashed out for, I think, at least $1,000. Crazy work.
Yeah.
How's the game, though? Was the game good?
So, Carson, do you have any questions for us about this game?
Well, just Jeanty, I guess. Like, this is a breakout game for Jeanty. He had 117 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Do you think that this has more to do with the opponent or the play calling?
I think their play calling has been atrocious. Now, I don't think it has to do with their opponent either. Like, I don't know. I think this has to do with, like, just Jeanty willing it. Like, I genuinely think that Pete Carroll and his play calling this year has been abysmal.
I think the play calling hasn't been great. I think this is put the ball in your best player's hands. Whether that's Brock Bowers or it's Ashton Jeanty. Either way, put the ball in your best player's hands and let them do what they do. Obviously, he scored 3 touchdowns. Breakout, like huge game. He also brought back the Michael Myers stance, which awesome.
I love, yeah.
Awesome. Come on. So that was fun. I kind of wish the Raiders won, even though they're in the AFC. But the Bears looked okay. Ben Johnson's play calling was okay. Like there was nothing special on that side of the ball. I don't think. Just the Raiders. I don't think Geno is playing at the level he played at last year. He also had DK and JSN last year. So
and Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. So hopefully they realize, Ashton Jeanty is a weapon. Let's utilize him as much as possible, like they did Josh Jacobs 4 years ago.
Yeah, they love Jacoby Myers too.
Yeah, he had a bad drop in this game. I think at like the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Alrighty, let's move on to Ravens at Kansas City, 20-37 for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are now 2-2, and the Ravens dropped to 1-3. I don't know the specifics of Lamar's injuries. Like, this was a bad game by their offense. I think their defense again looked bad. What a tough start to the season.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the silver lining for Ravens fans.
Hard schedule. That defense is hurt now, dude. That defense is hurt. Lamar is hurt. It is not a good look moving forward. Like, I'm not confident in Cooper Rush at all. Lamar is 70% of this team.
Okay, I've been marinating on this. Lamar's a give-up guy. He gives up when the going gets tough.
Think so?
They started when 1-3 2 years ago, and then made the playoffs.
Did he play in the playoffs?
Yeah, he did.
What's the year where he could have played in the playoffs and he just didn't? Maybe that's 4 years ago?
When Huntley played
he did that?
And lost to the Bengals? With the Hutchinson fumble at the or Hendrickson.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like he looked uninterested.
Oh yeah, 2022.
It didn't look like he wanted to be there, which obviously you're losing, but whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, this was a winnable game for the Ravens throughout the whole thing. Now, I didn't see the Lamar injury. I was flipping through games. I don't know. It's just like when the going gets tough, and also KC. I know the Lions figured this out too, but KC also realized that any RPO Lamar Jackson is keeping. It is the easiest to predict. If there's an RPO, Lamar Jackson is keeping it.
Yeah, his rushing has not been up to standard for him this year. I don't know if he's not old yet. He's still 27, 28. But dude, he's been balling this year. I know they're 1-3, but he has his numbers are ridiculously good for being 1-3.
On the flip side of the ball, I think the Chiefs look good. I was about to say Ravy. Worthy being back, definitely, even though he didn't do too much, I think gave him a boost to their offense.
Yeah, he had 123 total yards.
Yeah, he's a fast guy. The Chiefs are built on fast guys. Kelsey actually had a somewhat decent game. And Mahomes looked good.
Yeah, Mahomes looked real good. He was also the youngest player to ever hit 250 touchdowns in NFL history.
Mahomes? Cool. Don't bring that stat up again.
I love how you hate Mahomes like Carson hates Trevor Lawrence.
I have better reason to hate Mahomes.
Do you though?
Yeah.
I think I do.
Mahomes has been
as
good.
A player, at least Trevor Lawrence has been ass.
Mahomes I hate him because he's good.
Okay, well, at least you know why you hate him. That's
shrugs
Yeah,
your
like,
shoulders and walk quietly
listen, I
through the
know
night.
he's good. Like,
I did catch that,
what are
by the
we
way.
doing here?
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right, you two can talk about this game.
I mean, there isn't much more to talk about. Like we said, Mahomes looked great. He looks back. The Chiefs are back. And I think the Ravens are in big trouble without Lamar. Like
Yeah, I
Derrick
hope the
Henry's having
Texans lay a beating on him next week too.
Yeah, I think that's
Derrick
two of us.
Henry's having his worst year, I think, of his career, and
Really bad.
Lamar's that team.
It's really bad.
Come on, man.
What?
8 for 42 isn't the. He was a beast the other three.
No,
he's 2 for 4.
The only game he was good in was against you guys. The
He was
other two,
decent.
if you
No,
combined
he had-
all
no.
other 3 games, he had less yards in all 3 games than against the Bills. He has not
Alright.
looked great, and he
All
has
right,
3
I'll wave the
fumbles.
white flag here. I won't. I'm not going to sit here and defend a guy. I do like Derrick Henry, but
Me too.
I don't like this team, so I'm not going to sit here and defend him.
And
Well, they'd be
don't get me
1
wrong.
and
A
4.
bad year for him is still a good year.
Like, they can't make the playoffs if they're 1
Carson,
and 4, right? Like, and then they have
they
the
can.
Rams after that.
I honestly think if without Lamar, I think they lose their next 2, and I don't think they can go run a gauntlet. I don't think they're going to go get 10 in a row.
Yeah, they can.
They can. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think it will happen. I
Not
think we
with
might
the
be looking
defense.
at a 9-8 Baltimore Ravens.
Not with that defense.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
They're 1.
Let's say they lose their next 2, and they're 1 and 5, right? Lamar comes back. They would then have to win at least 10 of those next 12 games, right, to make playoffs. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
impossible, but
Yeah.
it is a daunting task to go do.
When's their bye?
That's a good question.
See, they play the Texans, Rams bye, so that's 4 weeks you have for Lamar to get back. If
Yeah.
you can split Texans and Rams, if you can win one of those 2 games, which I think is doable, you're just not going to be relying on Cooper Rush as much. This is more going to be running the ball. It's going to be a slugfest against the Texans, by the way.
And I think the Rams whoop them.
Who knows? But you got Lamar coming back to, let's say he comes back in 4 weeks, to Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Bengals, like Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. Like, those are all winnable games with Lamar.
Not even going to lie, that is like the easiest after bye schedule I've ever heard in my
Back end.
life. Like, they could
Yeah,
really
man.
win all those games that you just said.
100%.
Just, I don't know. They always do this. They always start slow, some of these teams. Bengals and Ravens always start super slow, and then they all of a sudden pick it up.
Hey,
Obviously,
2-0
that's
this year.
what happened this year.
All right. Is that
All
the
right.
last game?
No, we got Packers 40, Dallas 40.
Shout out to this game
Jeez.
going into overtime. Big money on this game. All the boys were winning.
Yeah, made some bank on this one. What does this game say to you guys more? The Packers are worse than we thought, or the Cowboys are better than we thought?
Great question. I'm going to jump on this right away. Packers are worse than we thought. They were way too hyped in the first 2 weeks. Way too hyped. Like, ever since that lineman said that, it's just been ugly. Like, they did beat 2 really good teams in the first couple of weeks. I'll give them credit for that. But I never thought that they were like Eagles contention. They would get blown out by that team. Same with the Lions if they played them again. I don't think that they'd win that game. Like, it's just it. And now back-to-back weeks, you lose to the Browns. Oh, and you're tying with the offensive-only Dallas Cowboys.
And the Cowboys kind of should have won this game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind
they
like.
should have.
If I'm the Packers, I take this as a loss. This is a loss for the Packers.
And it was supposed to be the Parsons like comeback game. He did look pretty good. He looked like I would not want to play that guy at all. Poor lineman. But Jerry's whole thing was like, "Oh, we don't need to pay this guy like to win."
I mean, to be fair, the only the only sack on Dak came from a broken play, which he tried to scramble. It was the only time the defense got to him, which honestly was pretty impressive for the Dallas Cowboys. I thought this defense was better. So to answer
And
your
don't
Parsons
you
question,
to
see-
add
Yeah,
Parsons back to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys might win this game.
yeah. I definitely think the Cowboys are exactly what we thought they were. Great offense, terrible defense, and the
Mhm.
Packers definitely slipped down in my rankings after this game. Like losing to Cleveland, you're like you're allowed one fluke. You're allowed
and it's a
one fluke,
great
but then
defense.
tying this, great defense, but tying this game when you should be winning this against a really bad defense, and yeah, you put up 40, but they put up 40 on you, dude.
Yeah. It would have been nice for them to go into the bye 3-1. Now they're 2-1-1.
Yeah.
This is an early bye for a team that is not at all banged up.
How do you
They're
guys-
perfectly healthy.
How do you feel about early bye? Like this is way too early for a bye, is it not?
Way too early. Unless you're the
Niners.
Bucks, the Niners, this is too early for a bye.
Yeah.
Now if they were to add another game to the season, and then added another buy-in,
Yeah.
that's the only way I think you could do it. Because then, okay, you get one early buy, one late buy. There we go.
Yeah.
Nobody can complain about buys. Like, it feels like all the teams who are now getting the buys don't need the buys. Like the Packers, I think they would like to go into a week 7, 8, 9 bye where maybe they do have a little bit of injury. Like, I think the Falcons also have a bye next week. They're ready to roll. Like, this might completely deflate their season. So I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I don't like
week
the early
5
bye.
is too early.
I feel like week 7 start throwing buys. That's when, like, we've played 7 weeks. We're a little under halfway. Then you really need the buys. Like the Bengals have a week 10 bye. Like that's a perfect bye.
Yeah, Bills have week 7. Houston and Minnesota have week 6, so that actually it's not bad for Houston. We'll go into next. I'll just say next week's buys are the Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers.
Yeah, I mean the Bears is the only team that maybe can use this bye, bring back some defensive pieces, but I don't think it's long enough.
I don't know. No, you've played 5 weeks, but whatever. Yeah. You guys got anything else on this game?
Nope. All out of football.
You guys got anything else on football?
Alrighty.
No? Okay. Just to give a little recap from the episode we posted earlier, the Tigers won 2-1 against the Guardians. Padres lost to the Cubs. We predicted that one wrong. 3-1. Marty is the only one who had that right. And then the Red Sox beat the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees. I hope the Red Sox win this, and I hope the Jays just smack up the Yankees. And then the Dodgers are winning right now 5-0 against the Reds. We all predicted that one as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a quick one.
Yep. The MLB is rolling, so I know we had a whole episode on it with our MLB guys, and hopefully next episode you guys can also be in on this. Who do you guys? I'll just ask, who do you guys like for the World Series? Who do you like to win it this year? And then I got a basketball thing for you guys, which I know you guys love basketball. So,
ooh, I mean, going out of my way, I'm going to cheer for the Blue Jays. I think they can get there this year, and I think the Phillies are gonna go the distance this year.
Alrighty.
I think that's the matchup I want to see.
I'm sticking home. There's no good
Fair.
Toronto sports right now, except for the Jays. The Jays are finally decent again.
Oh man. I'm gonna go Jays, and then I'm gonna go Brewers. I want the Jays to win. I seriously do. I think the Brewers are a wagon this year. They've been a wagon this year. Most wins in the league for a reason. They're a fun team. That ballpark's been rocking all year. So I'm excited for MLB baseball. We're gonna have those guys back on. Maybe not next week, but the coming weeks, we're definitely gonna talk more baseball. But this is an NFL first podcast. A couple things I wanted to touch up on. First one, LeBron says, I'm not waiting on Bryce. What do you guys think about that? Like, this is just classic NBA media, no? Who gives a fuck?
Who does give a fuck? But isn't Bryce going into college this upcoming year? So if LeBron stayed in the league for 3 years, he could technically play with both his sons, right? LeBron's got 3 years left in him. He's still look at him, he's still a top 20 player. He could play for 3 more years.
He could become an Al Horford and just, catch a few corner
and with
threes.
Luka there, I feel like he's primed to finally hand the keys off. He wanted to hand the keys off to AD. With Luka there, he can finally hand the keys off.
I did see that LA declined his player option, so he's not getting picked up for another contract. But I mean, come on, he could definitely play 3 more.
Yeah. One more before I get to the big one I wanted to talk about is Seth Curry is joining Steph Curry on the Warriors. I think that's just fun.
That is fun. I didn't see that. That's sick, actually.
Yeah. Carson, anything?
The real
it's cool.
Splash Bros.
It is cool. Yeah, the OG, the driveway bros.
Yeah. And then the one I really wanted to start talking about, this has been a topic on this podcast. What, did I miss something?
No, you're good. I'm just laughing at Carson.
This has been a topic on this podcast for a while. Jokic is planning to be a Nugget forever, but he rejected his extension.
Uh-oh. Not enough money for the best player in the world? No. I mean, if I'm him, I don't want to be a Nugget. Go somewhere with an established team and, right? Am I wrong?
I'm trying. You guys are the basketball guys. I'm just trying to pass this along.
I mean, if I'm him, I don't want to be a Nugget forever. They don't seem to like to build around him very much. When it gets to playoff time, it's him putting in all the work. Go somewhere with a little more culture, I feel like.
I think he has a pretty decent situation, or has had a pretty decent situation. And they've won a championship already with pretty much what they've had. I don't know. Aaron Gordon's a pretty good player in my opinion. Jamal Murray is a great number 2 in my opinion. Even KCP. Oh, geez, what's his name? Is it KCP? What's his name? Kevin Porter Jr.
They traded KCP away. They got rid of Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter.
He went to Brooklyn. They are bringing back Bruce Brown from the championship team. He's coming back from the Raptors. I don't know. I feel like he could definitely find a situation somewhere in the East where it's a clear path to the finals.
You don't think they're one position away from being? I mean, they're always in the playoffs with him on there. I don't know. I don't really see how there's another situation that fits.
I think it's more
better.
depth. I don't think their bench is strong. And Jamal Murray, though I love him, Canadian boy, he didn't really show up this year, which, I mean, it is the first year he hasn't shown up in the playoffs, because when it comes playoff time, his numbers improve by 50-something%. It is kind of crazy. Who knows?
And then just to clean up on every league, I guess, the NHL, I'll clean up here. Pacioretty joins Michigan coaching staff. Shout out to Patches. Good for him. Great career. And then the Wild signed Kaprizov to an 8-year, $136 million extension. What a fucking reach. What a fucking reach. The Wild are so stupid for this. This is
what is that? That's like
I don't even.
16, 17 million
That's
a year.
17 million a year.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, he's great. He's a great player. But
No,
17 million?
It's such an overpay. I mean,
Dude, we're getting like that's close. That's close to McDavid's number.
okay. So this
I've
is
seen this.
where I
I've
wanted to
seen
lean this in. Speaking of McDavid, he still has not signed his contract. And you want to know, and I think McDavid is well primed. He should have already signed it if he was going to. Do you know who has cap space? I think McDavid will take a cap-friendly deal next year. I brought this up on the show before. I'm going to speak it into existence. Come on, Connor McDavid. Next year, he will be a Maple Leaf.
Come on home, brother. Yeah,
Come on home,
Look at those
baby.
little eyes.
The Leafs
Look at those
have-
little eyes on Jake. It's like a kid on Christmas. He's so excited.
dude.
I want
Imagine,
McDavid so bad.
It would be awesome.
imagine the jersey sales, bro.
Oh
the jersey,
The
God.
greens.
you wouldn't be able to
The
turn
Kelly-
a street corner in
like a
Toronto
Kelly
without seeing
blue.
that.
Oh.
Shamrock.
The Shamrocks. Oh, boy. Oh, buddy.
Just make it happen, please.
So-
Someone, please.
Their cap
He
is
hasn't
what,
signed yet.
23 million, I believe they have left on their cap.
I don't know the full details, but they just signed Stolars to an insane deal. They not restructured. They extended. Why am I blanking on his name right now? Matthew Nyes.
But yeah,
They got Matthews locked up. They got John for an insane discount when this guy's getting paid $136 million.
Yeah.
Kaprizov. They have Joey Wall is going to take an extended break, but still, he's still locked up. They have Yarncroc, all those guys just locked up for the year. Easton Cowan's still in the chamber, just waiting to come and
God.
join the Leafs.
Could you imagine the best player in the world passing the puck to the best scorer in the world?
Listen to this. McDavid used to shoot the puck off Hyman's asshole and then it'd go in the net. Imagine what he'd do if he could put it on someone's stick.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
Why'd you gotta do that, dude? I mean, I already know this season's done. I already know this season behind me is broken and shattered. Now you got my hopes up for the Leaf season. Oh, Jesus.
it's what we do.
I'll make Jesus.
Welcome to Toronto. Welcome to Toronto. Anyways, boys, that is our recap on sports now. I think we should, every once in a while, when something big happens, touch in on these. We're obviously going to be following baseball a lot closer than the other two because of playoffs. Where can everyone find us?
Instagram,
All right, check us
YouTube.
out on YouTube. That what Carson just said. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter. We're on all of it at the Huddle Podcast. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Yeah.
Mondre Stevenson.